Now we will discuss some important question and answer from chapter number 1, that is the reproduction in the organisms. Let's start from some of the important questions, that is list and describe any two vegetative propagules in flowering plants. Okay. Next question is there a relationship between the size of an organism and its lifespan? Give two examples in support of your answer. Number 3, why is reproduction essential for the organism? 4, mention 2 inherent characteristics of amoeba and yeast that enable them to reproduce asexually. 5, in yeast and amoeba, the parent cell divides to give rise to new individuals cells. How does the cell division differ in these two organisms. Six. Give one example. Give one example where gamule helps in reproduction. Also mention the importance of its formation during reproduction. 7. Why vegetative propagation is considered as a type of asexual reproduction. Okay, first let me to clarify this answer, then I am giving you more questions and more answers. So first is this one. List and describe any two vegetative propagules in flowering plants. So what will be the answer? Vegetative propagules are the parts or the units of a plant which can be used for vegetative propagation. Example, roots, stems, leaves, etc. Is there a relationship between the size of an organism and its lifespan? So what you will write? Achha, one thing, something to add more in it, in first number question. List and describe any two vegetative propagules in flowering plants. First you will write down vegetative propagules are the parts or the units of a plant which can be used for vegetative propagation. Example, roots, stems, leaves, etc. And root propagules include the production of a new plant via roots. Example, fleshy roots in case of sweet potato, tapioca and dahlia. Is there a relationship between the size of an organism and its lifespan? There is no relationship between the size and lifespan of an organism. Example, one you can cite, the mango tree has a shorter lifespan as compared to a banyan tree, though both are of same size. Number 2, the size of crow and parrot is almost same, but the lifespan is 15 years and 140 years respectively. Okay, why is reproduction essential for the organism? Reproduction is an important biological process that is essential for organisms because it maintains life on earth. It results the addition of new individuals to the population, which finally leads to perpetuation of the species. It creates variation among populations. Mention two inherent characteristics of amoeba and yeast that enable them to reproduce asexually. Unicellular organisms like amoeba and yeast reproduce asexually because they have relatively simple organization and uniparental condition. Asexual reproduction helps them to multiply very fast. Next question is coming. In yeast and amoeba, the parent cell divides to give rise to new individual cells. How does the cell division differ in these two organisms? In yeast, nucleus divides after the formation of small outgrowth called the bud from the parent, whereas in amoeba, cell division starts with the division of the nucleus into two daughter nuclei. Okay. Next is, give one example where gamule helps in reproduction. Also mention the importance of its formation during reproduction. In sponges, reproduction occurs by gamule formation. It helps to tide over a seasonal drought or adverse environmental conditions. Why vegetative propagation is considered as a type of asexual reproduction? Vegetative propagation is considered as a type of asexual reproduction because it is uniparental reproduction. Cells divide by mitosis and no reductional division occurs. It does not involve genetic variation. Okay. So let me give you some more questions to you. So up till 7 I have given. Is question number 8. Name the units of vegetative propagation in water hyacinth, explain, giving reasons, why it has become the most invasive aquatic weed. Next, number 9. Plants like potato, sugarcane, do not require seeds for producing new plants. How do they produce new plants? Give two other examples where new plants are produced in the same way. Number 10, how will an organism be benefited if it reproduces through spores? 11, mention two dissimilarities between zoospore and conidium and at least one feature common to both the structures. Is it possible to consider vegetative propagation observed in certain plants like Bryophyllum, water hyacinth, ginger, etc. as a type of asexual reproduction. Give 2 or 3 reasons. So what is the first question? Name the units of vegetative propagation in water hyacinth. Explain giving reasons why it has become the most invasive aquatic weed. So what will be your answer? Units of vegetative propagation in water hyacinths are offsets, since it can propagate vegetatively at a phenomenal rate and spread all over the water body in a short period of time. It has become one of the most invasive weeds found growing wherever there is standing water. Okay. Plants like potato, sugarcane do not require seeds for producing new plants. How do they produce new plants? Okay, I do think so. You know this answer. It is by artificial vegetative reproduction. It is already referred in the text when I was teaching the text. That time I had cleared it, that how do they reproduce new plants. And plants like how do potato, sugarcane do not require seeds, because they produce by artificial vegetative reproduction. Next question is, how will an organism be benefited if it reproduces through spores? There are some benefits for the organisms which reproduces through pores formation, such as, number one, you can write, reproduction through spores is simple as well as faster mode of reproduction. The spores are light in weight and thus keep floating in the air. This helps in their dispersal. The spores are covered with a, third point, the spores are covered with a thick layer which enable them to survive in unfavorable conditions. Okay. Now mention two dissimilarities between zoospore and conidium and at least one feature common to both the structures. Two dissimilarities you can write: zoospore, it is found in algae, and conidium, it is found in fungi. Next point can be, the zoospore is formed inside a sporangium endogenously, and conidium is formed at the tip of the conidiospores exogenously. And the feature common to zoospores and conidia is that both of these are the asexual reproductive structures which facilitate the process of reproduction in asexually reproducing organisms. Okay. Is it possible to consider vegetative propagation observed in certain plants like Bryophyllum, water hyacinth, ginger, etc. as a type of asexual reproduction? Give 2 or 3 reasons for it. Here you say, the formation of a new plants from vegetative units, that is vegetative propagules such as buds, tubers, rhizome, etc. is called vegetative reproduction or the vegetative propagation. It can be observed as a type of asexual reproduction and it involves the production of new individuals. How? A, that is by a single parent. B, without the formation and fusion of gametes. And number 3, without resulting in any genetic or morphological variations. This will be your answer. Let's give you some more question and answer. Number 13, a moss plant produces a large number of antherozoids, but relatively only a few egg cells. Why? Here what you will write? Antherozoids are what? Antherozoids are motile male gametes. Male gametophytes, sorry. Antherozoids are motile male gametophytes which have to swim on the water surface to fertilize the immotile female gametophyte, that is egg. Since during its transfer many antherozoids get destroyed, so a large number of them are produced. Followed? Then it is 14. Mention the reasons for difference in ploidy of zygote and primary endosperm nucleus in an organism. So what you will write here? A zygote is formed by the fusion of the haploid male gamete with the haploid egg to form a diploid cell, whereas primary endosperm nucleus is formed by the fusion of haploid male gamete with two haploid polar nuclei forming a triploid nucleus. Followed? Next question, number 15. The cell division involved in gamete formation is not of the same type in different organisms. Justify. What you will write? The parents may be haploid or diploid, but the gametes always have to be haploid. Diploid parents undergo meiosis to produce haploid gametes, whereas haploid parents undergo mitosis to produce haploid gametes. This will be the answer of this question. Next, banana is a parthenocarpic fruit, whereas oranges show polyembryony. How are they different from each other with respect to seeds? So what you will write? Banana develops from an ovary without fertilization having non-viable seeds. Again I am saying banana develops from an ovary without fertilization having non-viable seeds, so it is called parthenocarpic fruit. And orange contains seeds with more than one embryo, thus it showed polyembryony. Okay. 17. A. State the difference between myocyte and gamete with with respect to number. So what will be the answer of this? Myocytes contain diploid sets of chromosomes, whereas gametes contain haploid sets of chromosomes. And number B, Y is a whiptail lizard referred to as parthenogenetic. What you will write in the answer? Whiptail lizard reproduces without fertilization. That is, an fertilized egg develops into a new individual. Therefore, they are referred to as parthenogenesis. Number 18. What is fission and what is the basic difference between fission in amoeba and paramecium? What you will write here? The mode of asexual reproduction in which a parent body splits into two or more daughter cells, each giving rise to a new individual, is called the fission. Amoeba undergoes binary fission in which cytoplasm and nucleus, that is DNA molecule, divide in any plane, giving rise to how many? Two equal or unequal daughter cells without mitosis. However, in paramecium, plane of division runs along the transverse axis of an individual. Okay. Number 19, if the chromosome numbers in myocytes of human beings rat, elephant, rice, butterfly and onion are 46, 42, 56, 24, 380 and 32 respectively. What will be the chromosome number in gametes of this species? So what you will write? Human beings, how much we are having? 46. Half is 23. Rat will be 21. Elephant will be 28. Rice will be 12. butterfly will be 190 and onion will be 16, because the chromosome number in the gametes, it becomes half of this, okay, because it undergoes meiosis for this one. And question number 20, in haploid organisms that undergo sexual reproduction, name the stage in the life cycle when meiosis occurs. Give reasons for your answer. So what we will write? Meiosis takes place during the post-zygotic stage. Since the organism is haploid, meiosis cannot occur during gametogenesis. Okay. So up till this today, we will discuss furthermore in the next class. So first do subscribe my channel, and if you are not following in any answers of these questions, so do write me in the comment box so that I can help you with better answers. So don't forget to like my channel, share my channel and subscribe my channel, and stay safe and God bless you. Thank you.